Hello networkers, and welcome back to another episode of Ask the Network Engineer. My name is Michael, and in this episode I'm going to answer a question that was posted by iRobot 1988. That was a good movie too, by the way. And his question is, hi, thanks a thousands for your kind effort. What I want to ask is some ideas about passive income sources for network engineers. Everyone's talking about apps and websites. Yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, so everybody's trying to find that magic opportunity. Everybody wants passive income. And for those who don't know what that means that you create something that will automatically make money for you for a long time. And when we think of ideas, it is mobile apps. That's the first thing that comes to mind because everyone has a phone. Everybody has very likely a phone. Maybe some people have tablets, but everybody has a phone and they access the application or the app store and they get the apps. There's so much visibility there. Furthermore, there are a lot of actual apps that makes a ton of money that you can't even imagine. Some of these examples are like Candy Crush. I remember a couple years ago, I saw like some sales reports that they made something like around $600,000 per day. Or there was a game called Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird is one of the most simple-minded, unintelligent games. But that person made a lot of money from that. And when we see things like that, we want to make an app so that we can get that kind of passive income. If you talk to any app developer, they're going to tell you the same thing that I'm going to tell you right now. And that is, you do not get rich off of making an app. You're not. Those cases are extremely rare. In the case of Candy Crush and Flappy Bird, there are so many apps out there in the actual App Store or Google Play Store, for example. Okay, you simply just don't do it. Most people probably have a lot of apps that they publish and they can make some money from that, but the apps that they make is not the sole source of income for their personal responsibilities. And here is a personal example, my example actually. So a couple years ago, I had a goal of I wanted to publish an app on a mobile device. So I'm an Apple user, so I have Apple computers, laptops, phones, things like that. I don't have Android devices. So I wanted to learn how to publish an app on Apple's App Store, okay, which is very popular. So I learned how to do it and I created 2 apps. And I probably shared those apps in probably other episodes with you guys. And one of those apps was called Virtual Network Engineer. It's $1 and it's basically a quiz-based app. And the other game I made, or the other app I made, is a very simple game. Because I learned from observation, though, that very simple games like Flappy Bird attracts people. Okay, we call those mindless games. So I want to create a mindless game as well. And it is a free app, but it does have ads in it. So it was fun to make those particular apps, and I went ahead and posted them. But it requires a developer fee. Okay, so if you want to publish apps, you have to pay $100 every year to keep the apps in there and to, of course, publish more apps in this app store. Okay, so I've been in there for 2 years. So I put in so far my personal money, $200. So the question is, and this is something that I just learned about a couple of days ago because honestly, I never really logged into the website to see how much money am I making off of the apps that I do have up there. I put them up there more because I wanted to learn how to make an app for a mobile device. That's what I really cared about. But I got an email recently from Apple saying you need to renew your developer account if you want to keep your apps in the App Store. So I'm thinking, okay, so far I put in $200. How much money have I made so far in those 2 years from the apps that I have up there? Whether it's from ad revenue or from the other app that is a paid one for 99 cents. And that number is $75. So that means a loss of $125. I made a decision that I will not renew the developer account. Because that's personal money that I'm putting in. And the thing is, I can still create apps and I can publish them locally to my phone. I can use them on my phone. That's perfectly fine. If I have that aha moment or a great idea for a series of apps, which I kind of do, but they're down the road, they're not a priority for me right now, then I can just go ahead and do it again. But the point is that should demonstrate to you, though, that you don't make a lot of money with apps on an app store. So when it comes to ideas for passive income sources for network engineers, it's not a lot of options for us. We are really time and materials. It is active income for us. We provide services and we get paid for the time that we put in. That is really what we actually do. Yes, we may do a little bit of some things on the side. Like I think one of the very first questions for Ask the Network Engineer, one of the first questions is, how do networkers basically get paid on YouTube? And I told you, oh no. I get like probably $100 for YouTube sales in 3 months. You can't make a living off of that. So it's not passive. We're trying to find passive income, but I think for network engineers, it isn't there yet. Or honestly, it never will be unless we do a more of a different career change.